All right, let's get this show on. The Capital Markets for Economic Development Forum, hosted by the Ministry of Finance, Planning and Economic Development, the Capital Markets Authority, and the Bank of Uganda, was held today, Wednesday, December the 4th. The event explored how Uganda's capital market can serve as a vital platform for funding the country's tenfold growth strategy. These are excerpts from the opening plenary.
The theme for today's forum: Capital Markets for Economic Development, a complementary platform for funding the government of Uganda's tenfold growth program. This underscores the critical role of capital markets in driving sustainable economic transformation. I would like to start by extending special thanks to the Ministry of Finance, Planning and Economic Development, the Bank of Uganda, for their steadfast commitment for fostering collaboration in building the capital markets in Uganda. Your dedication is central to unlocking the full potential of Uganda's capital markets. And also, your collaborative efforts are integral to the success of Uganda's tenfold strategy, a blueprint aimed at expanding GDP from USD $50 billion to $500 billion by the year 2040, which is just 15 years away. I would also like to recognize and thank Mr. Bola Onadele Koko, the CEO of FMDQ Group Nigeria, for joining us here in Uganda. Your presence is a testament to the value of shared experiences and collaborations in advancing the capital markets in Africa. Capital markets serve as a lifeblood of any thriving economy. They provide a platform for raising long-term capital, facilitating innovation, and enabling job creation. For Uganda, they hold the key to unlocking funding opportunities across sectors that underpin the tenfold growth strategy, particularly agriculture, tourism, manufacturing, and technology.
Nigeria is one of the African economies that has greatly utilized their capital markets as an alternative source of financing to complement bank financing. As you will learn throughout this event, capital markets have the potential to mobilize both long-term and short-term finance for all sectors of the economy. While this is the case in other economies, including Nigeria, the capital markets in Uganda remain small, contributing about 70% of Uganda's GDP. This implies that there are missing links to enable the capital markets to play a substantial role as a complementary source of long-term patient capital. I am informed that Nigeria's capital markets face similar challenges like any other emerging economy, but we are able to overcome them and put themselves in the driving seat. We now have the opportunity to engage the Chief Executive Officer, FMDQ Group, who spearheaded the transformation of capital markets in Nigeria in order to shape Uganda's capital markets, drawing lessons from Nigeria.
When FMDQ was conceptualized and birthed by stakeholders in the Nigerian financial market ecosystem in the wake of the 2007 and 2008 financial crisis that rocked the global landscape, we only thought to ourselves that it was the right time to take proactive steps to protect our financial system and introduce improvements that would enhance the financial system in 4 aspects. 1, global competitiveness. 2, operational excellence. 3, liquidity. And 4, diversity. We coined it the GOLD agenda. G for global competitiveness, O for operational excellence, L for liquidity, and D for diversity. and this agenda remains an evergreen mandate for the entire market. But I can only imagine the larger economic milestones the country, not just the markets, would have celebrated as of today if our own journey had been part of a well-crafted and meticulously executed national agenda, as you seek to do in Uganda. At FMDQ, it didn't take long before we realized the need to take on the role of financial markets diplomat and advocate to the government and other stakeholders about the role an entity like FMDQ plays in achieving broader economic development goals. And we are always happy to wear this hat. You have the golden opportunity in the form of committed leaders at the highest level who are best placed to drive the implementation of this three-pronged approach: philosophy, architecture, and leadership, and who are demonstrating through this forum that they understand the critical role of financial markets in driving economic growth. I strongly encourage you to hold firmly to this collaborative framework if you wish to realize a transformed Ugandan society from a peasant to a modern and prosperous country within 30 years, as worded in your national vision. Before I delve into FMDQ's journey, I would like to start with what one may call first principles that underpin the financial market's role in economic development, irrespective of any institution one may seek to model. This is to emphasize that the FMDQ model may not be the silver bullet, but hope it is if at the bare minimum, two principles are not respected. In short, they are that, one, an enabling environment must be created and sustained to support the effective functioning of the markets, and secondly, that there must be a concerted and significant effort towards building the infrastructure on which the nation's prosperity will emerge and compound.